right, Ryan? What's going on out there today?
Yeah, the heat and the temperatures will continue to rise, although because of the clear skies, light winds, the dry air, we're actually a bit cooler this morning for many areas, and we're also a bit drier. So we're not quite as humid out east. Tucumcari still a bit humid. Your air temperature 68 degrees right now. 43 Alamosa right now. Meanwhile, 74 at the TRC in Las Cruces. 63, a little bit warmer so far this morning compared to yesterday morning in Santa Fe. 68 in Albuquerque, down 10 degrees from last hour. So yeah, that radiational cooling process is taking place. Meanwhile, we're at 74 in Roswell. Under high pressure systems, you often get chilly mornings, at least for some areas, especially off north, and then very warm afternoons. That's what we'll see here in Roswell, at least a few degrees above 100 later today. Still dark out there, 55% humidity, and 74 degrees right now. Likely at least 30 degrees warmer compared to what we're seeing right now for this afternoon. A few storms in Union County and not that many storms at all in southeast New Mexico. We remain mostly clear, just some wispy clouds moving on in from the Four Corners into the northern mountains. We'll be heating up and drying out this afternoon for many areas, especially from Santa Rosa, Tucumcari, towards Roswell and Carlsbad and into Union County. Fewer storms, maybe a few isolated showers. And these showers and storms from near Camado to the Gila National Forest may not even have rain that reaches the ground. So that will allow for temperatures to still be very mild. Even a few showers getting closer to the West Mesas late this evening in Albuquerque, as well as in the San Juan Mountains to the Mimbres Valley. But out east will remain very clear out there. Again, a lot of these showers likely not going to reach the ground in terms of any rainfall, but they may provide gustier winds at the surface. Tomorrow, we'll actually have an uptick in upper level moisture and even higher rain chances along the east slopes of the Central Mountains, the Northeast Highlands, near the Zuni Mountains, the San Mateo Mountains, the Jemez Mountains, all the way towards the Mimbres Valley. But the Rio Grande Valley remaining mostly sunny and very warm. Now, a little bit cloudier the next few days. And today's high temperature, 99 degrees, a very high UV index of 12. That's extreme amounts of UV radiation, so please protect your skin and also protect your eyes with sunglasses. Thin clouds, dry weather with the heat out there. So temperatures nearly 10 degrees above normal. Heat advisories in effect today for the Albuquerque Metro, for Chaves County, Roswell up to potentially 105 today, and in the Guadalupe Pass area to Las Cruces as much as above 100 to 105 degrees today. So a hotter afternoon, even Tucumcari, a few degrees above 100 potentially, near 100 in Santa Rosa, 80s in Alamosa, 90s in Farmington, as well as places like even Santa Fe, high 90s in places like Silver City. That high pressure remaining overhead as we head later this week will start to migrate a little bit farther to the west. That will allow for temperatures to still rise, especially out east. Clayton, for your Friday, near 98, 99 degrees and right around 99 in Albuquerque. Will likely break a record on Friday, and even warmer in Farmington, Deming, at least a few degrees above 100. So for the lower elevations, temperatures each day slowly rising well above normal all the way through Friday. High 80s, 90s, and triple digits, especially through Friday. But we will be seeing a change in the weather pattern ahead as Durango will be in the 90s ahead, lows in the 50s. We'll start to see temperatures maybe slowly, ever so slowly dropping by next week. But you know, I think it won't be dropping as much in the Four Corners as compared to your eastern neighbors. Alamosa, high 80s today. We could be in the 90s by the end of the week. Farmington, Gallup, and Cuba, temperatures are in the low to mid 90s for today, but we could be in the mid to upper 90s by the end of the week. Even those morning temperatures, mostly in the 50s, well above normal for this time of year. Camado, very close to 90 today. Glenwood to the south, likely at least above 100 degrees, even hotter for your Wednesday in Las Cruces. Roswell, at least the next few days, at least around 105. So please drink plenty of water, and especially if you're susceptible to heat exhaustion, limit your time outdoors. From Ruidoso in the upper 80s for today. A lower chance of storms in Hobbs to Clayton in the 90s and near triple-digit territory for both locations. Tucumcari at least around 103. More of Las Vegas, high 80s and low 90s. From the northern mountains to Santa Fe, mostly dry and very warm in the short term. Will be a little bit rainier toward the end of the week for some. Moriarty, Tejeda, Cedar Crest, to from Rio Rancho, Belen, and Albuquerque. Temperatures within a few degrees of record territory in the mid to upper 90s, and for some areas in Belen, above 100 today. Very warm tomorrow, a slight chance of rain on Thursday. Will likely break a record on Friday, but then more storms will eventually cool things off finally toward the end of the weekend.
That's like such a small cool down. It doesn't
right.
It doesn't even make that big of a difference.
Right, our average high is 90. Even before that cool down, temperatures will still
higher
remain
than
above
usual.
normal.
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess beggars can't be choosers, Ryan.
Right, we'll take anything.